Because of their capacity to unbiasedly consider things from several angles, INFJs are frequently seen as creatures that possess a great level of resilience and are excellent sources of insight. However, they aren't flawless, just like other personalities. With their ongoing hardships, individuals require new viewpoints to maintain optimism in achieving their goals. Here are 10 inspirational talks that every INFJ needs to hear right now. Number 10, take the reins quietly and confidently. This speech recognizes and praises the virtues of introverts, an attribute that INFJs frequently exhibit. INFJs are empowered by quiet confidence in their leadership because it validates their methodical, contemplative style of management. It supports both their propensity for meaningful contacts and their capacity for forging strong bonds. The speech exhorts INFPs to lead genuinely without having to adhere to extroverted leadership ideals by encouraging them to embrace their inherent tendencies. Additionally, this speech offers useful advice on how to capitalize on their subdued confidence in both professional and social contexts. INFJs can develop the skills necessary to use their abilities to motivate and direct others, overcome obstacles with elegance, and bring about constructive change without compromising their authenticity. Number 9, creating a better world. INFJs are motivated by constructing a better world since it shows the enormous influence one person can have on the globe. It motivates individuals to raise their voices, speak up for what they believe in, and actively support the issues they care about. The relevance of courage and resilience is demonstrated by Malala's tale, which strongly relates to the inner strengths of INFJs. The speech encourages INFJs to turn their compassionate beliefs into practical acts, reinforcing the notion that change begins inside. INFJs might find inspiration and learn useful knowledge from listening to Malala's message on how to turn their interests into effective advocacy and make a long-lasting positive difference in their communities and the globe. Does this motivational speech encourage you to achieve your lofty goals as an INFJ? Number 8, embracing your inner advocate. The lecture touches on the value of genuine communication as well, a principle that INFJs cherish. It inspires individuals to accept who they truly are without holding back, fighting for what they believe in and having a good impact via their open communication. Embracing your inner advocate confirms the value of developing strong relationships and speaking out for causes that you find important. INFJs might be inspired to tap into their inner advocate and actively participate in good change in their communities and beyond because they are frequently motivated by a sense of purpose. This speech gives INFJs practical advice and a strong shift in perspective that will help them see how vulnerability may spur both individual and social development. By taking in these lessons, INFJs may strengthen their empathetic skills and play to their advantages to become even more effective promoters of meaningful and long-lasting change. Number 7, unleashing your creative force. INFJs that listen to this speech acquire renewed confidence and the skills needed to handle the emotional intricacies of their creative endeavors. The speech supports the notion that creativity is essential to self-discovery and individual development. This viewpoint is especially pertinent for INFJs since they frequently seek honesty and reflection. It motivates individuals to express their feelings and thoughts via various types of creativity, whether it be by creating art, music, or through other forms of expression. The ability to accept the transforming path of creative discovery is another benefit of releasing your creative force, by realizing that creativity is an ongoing process of evolution. With their artistic endeavors, INFJs may let go of perfectionism and allow themselves to freely explore and experiment. This speech arouses INFJs' desire for creation by providing them with the support and direction they need to completely embrace their creative tendencies. Does hearing this speech as an INFJ help you establish a stronger connection with your creative self? Number 6, the strength of compassion and empathy. INFJs should gladly participate in a lecture about the importance of compassion and empathy. the Dalai Lama, since it is in line with their inherent traits and fundamental principles. This speech provides insightful insights that truly connect with INFJ's inherent desire to learn, connect with, and have a good effect on others. The Dalai Lama's teachings on compassion and empathy strike a basic chord with the empathic character of INFJs. This lecture is a potent reminder of the importance of developing meaningful relationships and appreciating the viewpoints of others. INFJs can get useful tips on how to develop and hone their sympathetic skills by listening to this lecture. The Dalai Lama's teachings enable INFJs to handle difficult emotions and relationships with greater compassion for both themselves and others, since they are fundamental to who they are. Number 5 is to live meaningfully. INFJs may find and embrace their special interests, abilities, and values by listening to this lecture, which also enables them to see the significant effect they can have on the world. It inspires individuals to match their inner principles with their personal and professional endeavors, producing a greater feeling of contentment and happiness. Living with meaning and purpose emphasizes how important it is to support something bigger than oneself. INFJs, who are frequently motivated by an idealistic mindset, might be inspired to take meaningful action and actively strive towards good change in their communities and beyond. This speech also provides INFJs with a roadmap for living a more genuine, passionate, and purposeful life. INFJs can better comprehend their personal mission by taking in Simon Sinek's advice. Develop a clearer sense of purpose and leave a lasting impression in their efforts to build a more fulfilling and better society. What other takeaways are there from this speech? Number 4, have the confidence to be who you are. INFJs ought to enthusiastically participate in the speech Courage to Be Yourself by Maya Angelou, because it resonates to their fundamental need for honesty, acceptance of oneself, and acceptance of one's individuality. This speech provides significant insights and connects well with the INFJ's innate desire for personal development. The inspirational words of Maya Angelou serve as a reminder that accepting one's real self requires bravery, one that is consistent with the INFJ's pursuit of meaning and self-knowledge. INFJs might find comfort in the knowledge that their journey towards authenticity is valid and inspiring by listening to this speech. The speech encourages INFJs to embrace their uniqueness without holding back, enabling them to break away from conventional norms and expectations. It emphasizes the significance of listening to one's inner voice and upholding personal ideals despite outside circumstances. Number 3, using wisdom when interacting with others. INFJs should gladly participate in the discourse on building wise connections by Esther Perel, because it perfectly complements their innate sensitivity and capacity for deep connection. This speech gives priceless insights that truly resonate with INFJ's innate propensity to cultivate happy and fulfilling relationships. The study of human connection and love by Esther Perel gives INFJs a deeper grasp of the complexity and interpersonal interactions. INFJs can learn more about the dynamics of emotional relationships and how to handle them wisely by listening to this lecture. The speech encourages INFJs to embrace their sensitive nature, while emphasizing the importance of appropriate limits in interpersonal interactions. It challenges people to strike a balance between their need for meaningful relationships and their need for emotional and self-care. Does the speech about handling relationships with knowledge also assist you in embracing open dialogue, vulnerability, and respect as an INFJ? Number 2, the practice of intuition. The speech exhorts INFJs to follow their intuition and rely on their hunches about how things will turn out, creating a connection with their wisdom. It emphasizes how crucial it is to combine analytical reasoning with intuitive understanding, enabling INFJs to make wise judgments that are consistent with their ideals. Intuition is not a mystical idea, as demonstrated by the skill of intuition, but a useful ability that may be developed over time. INFJs, who are noted for being reflective and contemplative, might be inspired to hone their intuition skills and utilize them as a compass in both their personal and professional life. As a result, this speech provides INFJs with a thorough grasp of their intuitive skills and tips on how to apply them in their daily lives. INFJs can increase their self-awareness by taking in Malcolm Gladwell's observations. make better decisions, and use their innate intuition to negotiate the intricacies of the environment around them. Number 1. Turning hardship into strength. INFJs might acquire a renewed sense of optimism and perspective by listening to this speech, recognizing that challenges may alter and promote personal development. The speech encourages INFJs to find their inner strength and bravely confront challenges by reassuring them that failures are not signs of failure, but rather chances for growth and self-discovery. It emphasizes how crucial persistence is, and the capacity to persevere in the face of difficulty. A reminder that everyone, even INFJs, has the ability to overcome challenges, and use them as sources of empowerment is provided by the ideal of turning adversity into strength. INFJs might find motivation to overcome obstacles with grace and tenacity if they are motivated by their inner beliefs and ideals. As a result, this speech provides INFJs with a roadmap for navigating life's challenges with tenacity and toughness. Do you, as an INFJ, also find comfort in the notion that you have the inner capacity to turn hardship into a source of personal growth? These 10 inspirational talks speak to every real INFJ, providing support, inspiration, and advice for each person's own life journey. INFJs should embrace their sincerity and develop their empathy. And develop their inner power, they have the capacity to make a significant difference, encouraging meaningful interactions and promoting global change. Do you listen to these motivational talks as an INFJ? What effects do these talks have on your viewpoints